So yeah, I think everybody wanted me to check out this Aspen Gold video that just happened. You guys already know how I feel about the Kick and Twitch drama. I think it's hilarious that people are arguing over, millionaires. It's millionaires arguing about the morality of billionaires. It's all the peasant class, meaning us. So it's just the funniest moot point of all. I'm interested to see what Asmongold says. Obviously, I'm sure he has some good insight into it. For anybody that doesn't know, Pokimane, Twitch streamer, Hassan, and XQC. It's just been a bunch of people throwing this random drama out. And it's this back and forth of saying no, I'm not on this moral high ground, blah 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 blah. But it's just really, really kind of getting old. So let's see what Aspen says.
Hi guys, it's me again. I figured I'd make a video and talk about this because I'm sick of seeing it on Twitter.
Okay, before we get into it, whenever he enters a video like that, he's immediately annoyed. If this drama was one individual person, he would bring them up in chat to try to publicly roast them. He'd be like, "Come on, pussy, let's do it." I've seen him do this on stream. He would do this to this drama if it was a person, because he's very tired of it. I mean, I think a lot of people are getting very annoyed with it.
Between Kick, that is owned by a gambling company, and Twitch, which is owned by Amazon, and the two parties of people cannot stop fighting with each other about which one is worse. And I am losing my fucking mind over this. I'm going insane listening to these people fight with each other about which one is worse, because everybody knows they're both bad. Why are people continuously trying to grovel for the approval of, in some cases, their own competitors, and also other viewers that don't even watch them?
That's the weirdest part about this. I mean, because, like I said, I have limited insight in this because I could care less about, who thinks they're, in a morally profitable situation compared to somebody else. But from the limited knowledge I do have, I do know that people like Pokey, Hassan have said people are being train washed. For example, Train being the guy at Kick, right, that kind of runs it all, and their brains are train washed. They're getting zapped. And that they're flipping on their friends to defend this company that they came to, which, I mean, to a degree is kind of true. They are defending this company in the sense that basically saying I at least this is my argument, that both companies have been bad. I don't see why you're going on about this. And there's a lot of these undersided, slated assumptions that people that go to Kick are morally worse than people that utilize Twitch. I think the argument is just that is all irrelevant. Everything that this whole entire drama is irrelevant.
What are you fucking doing? What are you sitting here trying to go on Twitter and, maybe if I type this, people will see that I'm a good person.
I'm a good boy.
If somebody thinks
everybody loves to be told they're a good boy.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
What are you doing with your life? Just go and stream on the website and be happy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm losing my mind.
Yeah.
Because you have these people that are spending all of their time trying to earn the approval of people that don't like them. And I think this is the real problem. And let's not even get into the conversation about...
Yeah, and I mean, you have fans from both sides, right? You have the XQC juice boys, the juicers themselves, and then you have the, Pokimane fanboys, which, by the way, I think her audience rivals K-pop fan clubs in the aggressiveness in which they attack certain populations. They will jump to white knight the shit out of her instantaneously, whether it's right or wrong, right? And I'm not saying she's, wrong. Please don't attack me. I guess. I mean, you can if you want. But it is interesting to watch how rabid they are. They foam at the mouth.
no ethical consumption under capitalism, because of course these people are tapping away on their smartphone made by third world slaves that get locked inside of a warehouse, so they have to work 18 hours a day with nets across the different floors in the building, so they don't jump down the floors and kill themselves, because that would be a loss of revenue. And no, let's not talk about that at all. Let's not talk about how Amazon has, people that are working in, these conditions where they're pissing into bottles so they don't lose points on their performance review.
Yeah, at Amazon you get good boy points, and when you run out of good boy points, what happens is they kidnap your family. No, I'm just kidding. But and I think what he's going to go on here about is that why are we arguing the morality of these massive billion-dollar companies? They are all so giga-fucked in the brain that nobody, like, if you are streaming on a platform for a moral compass or moral reasons, or because some of these like obscure reasons, like I don't drink Aquafina because they pillaged Africa, right? This is just such a moot point. It's arguing shekels over shekels. It's like it's every company's done something equally great,
talk about how
equally bad.
And all this other stuff is
who cares?
Negatively affecting people, or people are on their computers using microchips that are being, obviously that are using different types of components that are also used with unethical third world labor. And even here, if you're in the U.S., we have lots of very, very cheap produce and sometimes cheap labor, due to the fact that a lot of the people that are making that produce and doing that labor are, of course, illegal, and therefore it is easier to take advantage of them. But don't worry about any of that. The real problem here is Kick and Twitch. And I really find it to be exhausting, and I think that it's very I think it's very mentally unhealthy, because the truth is that obviously everybody here, and the truth is that what I'm saying here is it's irrefutable that a lot of these things are the things that we own, like our shirts, our clothes, our computers. A lot of our luxuries in life are paid for with the blood, sweat, and tears of third-party people.
Yeah.
Sorry, not third-party, third-world people.
A lot of times paid for the blood, sweat, and tears of children, okay?
And guess what? Nobody's throwing them away. So
no,
what
of course not.
About? Why are we...
that would inconvenience their lives
on the Titanic whenever we're clearly losing the moral battle? Everybody is losing.
We lose the moral battle every single day. This is my point. We are arguing on a battlefield. You want the high ground in this battlefield of morality when the battlefield itself is a giant brown lumpy turd. It is a fat corn-infested turd, and just because you want to stand on top of the corn piece and the turd and think you're better than the rest of this sea of shit, it's the most, it's actually a brain-melting take. What are you arguing? What are you, like, what is the point? Why even bring this up? Who are you trying to convince? What are you trying to prove to yourself?
In the moral battle. And yes, maybe some things are worse than others slightly.
Sure.
But does it really matter whether something is like a 71 or 73 on the bad scale of like 1 to 100? I don't think so. I really just don't think it's that big of a deal. And I think this constant groveling for the like moral affirmation of the internet as a whole is such an unhealthy thing to do. And I see everybody doing it nowadays, and it is so exhausting. Why can't you just take the fucking money and say, yeah, I took the money, maybe some people are going to gamble, or, I don't really give a fuck about the unions at Amazon, I don't work at Amazon. Why are people so afraid to say what they really think?
What they really feel?
So afraid to state the obvious? Why are people so worried about the opinions of people that don't even like them? It's so weird to me, and I don't understand it at all. And I don't think that I ever
Very
will.
big W take.
Is that this is the way that I look at things? Is that you have to be your own North Star. You have to, be the person that makes the decisions that you think are right for you, right for your family, and right for the people that you care about. And you have to move towards that in one.
I've said this. I have said. Oh my God! I will dig this into my grave. People love to tell people they are wrong on the internet. The internet is a festering turd hole, obviously, of people that, believe they are constantly right, for better or for worse. And they will tell you, they want to tell you you are wrong. They want to tell you that they're right, they're the good boy, and you're the bad boy. They don't give a fuck. That's all this is. This is such a primo opportunity for people to try to tell other people that they're wrong. Who cares? It's all shit.
Without worrying about what some random person on Twitter with an anime profile picture thinks of you. Because if you don't do that, you're going to be trapped. And think about this, guys. If you're against what I'm saying right now, think about how bad it would be if you had to be at the whims and wishes of every single person that had a disagreeable opinion on social media. Nothing would ever happen because everybody disagrees on everything, and the only thing that holds us together is some sense of not giving a fuck about each other, because you can go and do your thing, I'm going to go and do my thing, and we can agree to not kill each other over that difference. And I think that's a great thing in society. I think it's really what fundamentally society is built off of. And some of these foundational ideas are just discarded because people on the internet are so privileged and so bored with their own lives that they look for different ground to retread and different battles to fight again to give their lives meaning, because apparently...
And that's really what it is, right? Just like I said, they like to tell people they're wrong. You want to know why? It's because in real life, they're not right about a lot. They're not right about pretty much anything in their life. And that's the saddest shit, right? That they have to come on the internet and hope that some fucking turd comes and likes their tweet, and tells them that they're a good boy and that, yeah, your opinion is right. That's how much people give a shit about this. It is mind-numbing.
Some menial job that they have, or maybe they don't have a job and they're just looking for some meaning in their life because they feel like they don't have any, and so the meaning that they find,
and they have no way to actually look for meaning.
A person who makes funny faces and says funny things while playing video games and trying to create a purity test for this person to exist under.
Sure.
What a weird way to live.
It's it's like they're giving people on Twitter a litmus test to see if they fit the criteria of somebody that will regurgitate the same ideas that they have. They can't stand when somebody has another idea than them. Could you? And that's what he means by, imagine if they were controlled by ideas of people that did disagree with you on Twitter. Nothing would get done. The things that make change, the things that keep this stupid machine going, is the fact that there is discourse. Discourse is good.
What a sad way to live. I don't understand this. And so this is the way that I see it, okay? Obviously, Steak has kick.
No shit.
Leader for gambling.
Where do you think they're getting the money from? Obviously, nobody's refuting that. What are you saying? What are you arguing? Why does this even need to be spoken to existence?
I know it. Everybody knows it. There are a lot of people that broadcast.
And gambling is shitty. Yes, we know. Thank you. It's terrible.
I don't think they're really doing anything wrong. It's up to them, and obviously they have to do what's right for them and their family and make money. Money is very important because without it, you die.
Fair enough.
Twitch, obviously, Amazon is
actually what you do if you don't have money. You do a bankruptcy, and what they'll do is get rid of that, and then you can spend more money.
Bad company. They've done very bad things, but however, they will get you underwear to your house 30 minutes after you order it. So are you really going to cancel Amazon Prime? So
no, you're not, because you need your good boy underwear.
And things where they're making fake accounts to pretend like they don't want unions, not necessarily the best thing to do. And making people piss in bottles. And I think there was an issue where one of the employees had to stay inside of a building whenever there was a tornado, and then the tornado killed them. Right, and it's just. Ooh, not super.
And that, okay, and yes, and people are always saying, well, your only argument is Amazon's done bad things too. I think people are so short-sighted in the fact that is literally the only argument that needs to be said. Why are you arguing? I mean, you do not, like I said, you are arguing on a battleground that is made of poop. Okay? It is all poop. There's nothing here. Okay, we all utilize services, and use things that make our life, questionably easier and more convenient. And all of these billion-dollar companies have done something very terrible. So who cares? Nobody's saying that gambling's bad, or that maybe Kick does something shady. But what are you arguing also? You also, I mean, what are you going to do? Cut out every single thing in your life that affects your moral high ground that you have to impose upon people? Are you out of your mind? No. So it begs the question, why? Why such a specific thing like this do you choose to pick your battle?
For good.
Why?
But at the end of the day, we're not going to be canceling Amazon Prime because they've got some of our favorite movies on there. What are we going to stop watching the movies for? Who cares?
Guys, The Boys season 4 is almost out. Are you kidding me? Come on! It's The Boys.
Fuck, guys. Stop trying to live your life according to some crazy ideal that is just it's a fabrication in your mind.
Yeah.
Because it's just, if you deconstruct it and you look at how many other problems there are in the world and how many problems you contribute to simply by existing, I think that you'll realize that you're already into a very, very dark gray area. And I think that it doesn't really matter whether you're streaming on Kick or whether you're streaming on Twitch.
Let me explain something to you, okay? I work in the medical field. Do you know what happens in the medical field? Way more terrible things than this, okay? Way more terrible things. It is so much more gray. Arguably black, okay? There are people that, cannot get extra limbs because they're considered accessory items, they're considered luxury items through an insurance company. There's so many different things we can pick to have a moral battle with that we're literally choosing not to. But instead we have to bicker about which streaming platform is that's the good boy one. Are you shitting me?
You are contributing towards something that is negative, and
everybody contributes to something that's negative.
Try to be a force against that, and
yes,
do what you think is the right thing, and to
not
worry about what other people are doing and what they think of you.
There you go.
There's just so much now.
Who cares what
people are so
Jimmy B from Twitter thinks?
Guess what? It doesn't fucking matter. Because the only thing that matters if you're a content creator is the relationship that you have with your audience. Keep that clean, keep that straight, and everything else is going to fall right into place.
There you go.
So that's my opinion, that's my advice, or anything like that. And if you're one of these people that's on Twitter, that's following this issue, that desperately wants your opinion or your feelings to be heard, just realize that even if somebody listens to you, it doesn't matter. Do something more productive with your life. Try to do something that makes you happy.
Amen.
Imagine that. Anyway, guys, that's about all I've got. I just figured I'd make a video about this because I've just seen it so often, and it's very annoying to me. Overall, stream on Kick, stream on Twitch, stream on Rumble, stream on YouTube, stream wherever the fuck you want.
So, yeah, there's the video, right? I mean, here's the thing. Completely agree with him. Nobody cares about you. And that sounds terrible. Nobody cares about me. Nobody cares about anybody except their own ideals. Like, yes, you can make the argument like, oh, you have the parasocial relationship and you care. No. Nobody cares about you or your fucking opinion. About who you are or what you want to be. What you can do is try to be better personally for yourself every day. Take one day at a time and just be better. That's the best we can do. Because when push comes to shove, I guarantee you I can go into every one of your houses and pull out something that I could spin into a story about how you're morally wrong to be using it. But who cares? Because ultimately, you don't care about me or my opinion. And you shouldn't. You really shouldn't. And you shouldn't care about what other people's opinions are. Do what makes you happy, baby. Do what makes you happy. Do what you think is right for you. And just overall, just don't get caught up in this. This is why I didn't want to make a video about this, because it's so stupid. I don't even want to. I hate this. I literally hate this.